Oh,
Let us see about the topic, the concept of coelom. Coelom. Coelom is also called as body cavity. Coelom is also called as body cavity. So, coelom can be defined like this. The space present between the body wall and the elementary canal is called as coelom. See here, assume that this is the body of an organism, right? A representative of phylum, Platyhelminthes, right? Assume that. So this is an organism. So this is the ectoderm or body wall, body wall, and this is the elementary canal. Elementary canal. This is the elementary canal. So the space present between the body wall and the elementary canal or gut is called as coelom. Coelom or body cavity. So before we are going to learn about the concept of coelom, we must have some knowledge of developmental biology. So let us see some basics of the developmental procedure. See here, this is the egg or ovum, right? Female gametes, female gametes, female gamete, and this is the sperm, male gamete, male gamete. Fission of gametes results in the formation of zygote, which we call as 2n stage, right? Zygote, right? Male gametes, sperm, and female gametes, ovum or egg. Fission of gametes results in the formation of zygote, which is called as diploiding stage. This zygote undergoes a process called cleavage. Cleavage, which is resembled to mitotic division and results in the formation of zygote is what single cell. It is a single cell. Single cell. Now, this cell is going for division, which we call as cleavage, which results in the formation of two cell stage, and again 2 results into 4, 8, 16 to 32 cell stage, which we call as morula. Which we call as morula. So these stage is called as morula. Solid ball-like structure which contain many cells called as blastomeres. This is a morula, and these morula undergoes a process called as what? Blastulation. 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 In the blastulation, this is the cell. Whatever the cells are present, they are going to compress. They are going to compress, and they are going to move towards the periphery. They are going to move towards the periphery. These all the cells, what they move towards the periphery, which are called blastomeres, which we call as blastomeres, and the space which is formed here is called blastocele. Blastocele, blastomeres, right? What happened here? The 16 to 32 cells which are formed, they're compressed and they move towards the periphery and results in the formation of a empty space. A sac is present, a cavity is formed in the center, which we call as blastocele, and the cells are called blastomeres, and this stage is called blastula. What is it called as? Blastula, right? So these blastula further undergoes into gastrulation, right? Blastula is undergoing into gastrulation by a process called invagination. What is it called as? Invagination, right? So it is undergoing what? Invagination, like this, right? So like this, see here. It is going invagination from this side and that side. It is going invagination and form a cup-like structure, which we call as gastrula. Gastrula, which contains three layers that we'll see now. Stage of gastrula I'm going to tell in detail. Clear? So what is coelom? The cavity that is present between the body wall and the alimentary canal or gut is called as coelom, right? So before we need to know about the concept of coelom, we must have a knowledge of the development process. So for that reason, I included this topic here. So what is this? This is the female gamete, which we call as egg, and this is the male gamete, which we call as sperm. Fusion of gametes results in the formation of zygote. Right? This zygote is undergoing a process called cleavage. Cleavage is resembled to the mitotic division, right? So this zygote is going to divide to form two cell stage. Again, it is going to form 4, 8, 16 to 32 cell stage is going to be formed, which is like a ball-like structure, solid ball-like structure called morula. And this morula is undergoing what? Blastulation. During this process, what happens? The cells are going to compress and they're going to move towards the periphery, leaving a cavity in the center, which we call as blastocele. Cele means what here? Cavity, right? And the cells are called blastomeres, and the stage is called blastula. And these blastula is going for what? Invagination, which results in the formation of gastrula. Which results in the formation of what? Gastrula. Okay. So here, see here, this is the blastula, right? This is what? Blastula results in the formation of gastrula, right? So whenever you see here, there is a minute opening is present here, right, at the base, which we call as blastopore. Blastopore, right? What is it? Structure of gastrula. Structure of gastrula we are going to see here, right? A small opening is present, which we call as blastopore, and these blastopore opens into a wide opening, which we call as archenteron. What is it called? Archenteron, right? And the outer layer, this outer layer, see, this one is called as ectoderm. What is it? Ectoderm. This layer is what? Ectoderm. 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 And this is what? Endoderm. Endoderm is present. Ectoderm, endoderm. So at the adjoining of ectoderm, endoderm. See here, this is the endoderm, right? This inner one layer is what? Endoderm. So this is the endoderm. At the adjoining of ectoderm and endoderm, at the junction of ectoderm, endoderm, or at the rim of the blastopore, there are special type of cells are present, namely called 4D blast cells are present. 4D blast cells or mesentoblast cells are present. 4D blast cells or mesentoblast cells are present, and these 4D blast cells or mesentoblast cells are going to result in the formation of one more layer, which we call as mesoderm. What do we call it as? Mesoderm, right? This the newly formed layer is what? Mesoderm. How mesoderm is formed? From a special kind of cells, namely called what? 4D blast cells or mesentoblast cells. 4D blast cells or mesentoblast cells are present. These cells are going to be helpful in the formation of what? Mesoderm. Mesoderm. Okay, this is about what? Gastrula. These terminology, if you are familiar, it is very easy to understand the concept of coelom, right? So, if coelom is present, we call as such phylums are coelomata. Coelom. If coelom is absent, we call it as acoelomata. Acoelomata. See here, coelom, it has what? Acoelomata. Acoelomata means what here? Coelom is absent. A means what here? Absent. What is absent? Coelom. So coelom is absent here. Coelom is absent. Acoelomata. Coelom is absent. So here you see first. So here, this is what? Gastrula stage, right? This is the gastrula stage, right? So what is this? This is the ectoderm. This is the ectoderm, right? And what is this? This is the endoderm. Endoderm, right? So here, from here, what happened? The mesenchyme is going to be formed. Mesenchyme is going to form. It is going to fill completely the entire. This cavity is called what? Blastocele. We call this cavity is what? Blastocele. Blastocele or primary body cavity. Primary body cavity. So now what is present? Mesenchyme or parenchyme, whatever it is formed, it is going to fill entire blastocele or primary body cavity. So that what happened here? There is no as any cavity over here, and hence it is called acoelomata. Example of acoelomata phylum is what? Phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes is an example for what? Acoelomata. Acoelomata, right? So when you see these in the organism, right? So same thing if you see in the organism, it will be like this. See. So this is the organism, right? So right. So this is the elementary canal. What is it? Elementary canal. Or else we'll see in Fasciola hepatica. Fasciola hepatica is a representative of phylum Platyhelminthes, right? So this is the mouth, esophagus, which opens into bifid intestine. Which opens into what? Bifid intestine. So here, same thing you see here. This is the ectoderm. What is this? Ectoderm. And what is this? This is endoderm. Endoderm. This is the ectoderm and this is the endoderm. So the space between the ectoderm and endoderm is filled with what? Mesenchyme or parenchyme. Mesenchyme or parenchyme. See here, there is no any space. And here, the elementary canal, whatever it is present, it is embedded. It is has got fixed in the mesenchyme or parenchyme. So there is no any kind of flexibility for the elementary canal. There is no any kind of flexibility for the elementary canal, right? So what is this? Fasciola hepatica. Fasciola. Fasciola hepatica is a what commonly called as liver fluke. Commonly called as what? Liver fluke. So here, this is what? Acoelomata. So now, question: what kind of cavity is present here? Do we see any primary body cavity? No. So therefore, what we can say in acoelomata, neither primary body cavity nor secondary body cavity is present. Neither primary body cavity nor secondary body cavity are present. Neither nor. They don't have any kind of the cavity. Both are what? Absent. So this is about what? Acoelomata. So in these acoelomata, the diffuse substances, the food substances are slowly going to diffuse from the elementary canal to the body parts to compensate the circulatory system. This is about what? Acoelomata. A means what? Absent. What is absent? Coelom is absent. Coelom is absent, right? Next, pseudocoelomata. Next is what? Pseudocoelomata. Acoelomata. Next, pseudocoelomata. Pseudo, right? Pseudo means what? Pseudo means false. Pseudocoelomata. Pseudocoelomata. Pseudo means what? False. Pseudo is equal to what? False. Coelomata, false body cavity. False body cavity is called what? Pseudocoelomata. Pseudocoelomata means what? False body cavity. False body cavity. So same here. See here, this is the gastrula stage, right? With the help of this only we can learn the concept of coelom very easily. What is this? This is the ectoderm. Ectoderm. And what is this? This is the endoderm. 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 And what is this? Primary body cavity. Primary body cavity or blastocele. Blastocele. Right? So see here what mesoderm is present, but the mesoderm is going to adjoin with the ectoderm only. It is going to line only. It is going to line only what? The ectoderm. It is going to the mesoderm. Whatever is formed here, that mesoderm is adjoining with the ectoderm only, right? So that is the reason why we call it as pseudocoelomata. Here, if it is true coelom means what? The mesoderm should present both on the ectoderm side as well as what? On the endoderm side. Then we can consider it as what? True coelom. But here what happening? Here only the mesoderm, whatever it is formed, it is adjoining with the ectoderm only, and hence it is called what? Hence it is called what? Pseudocoelomata. Right? See here, one more example. It is going to be seen in the phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes, what we have seen? Acoelomata. Nemathyhelminthes. Nemathyhelminthes, or else we can say Ashhelminthes or Nematoda. Right? In the Nematoda, in the phylum Pseudocoelomata. See here. In Nematoda example, you see it's an Ascaris, female Ascaris. Right? See here, this is a female Ascaris. This is what? Female Ascaris. Right. See, this is the female Ascaris, right? So this is a mouth. Mouth opens into what? Alimentary canal or the gut, right? It is going to ends with the anus, right? Mouth is going to ends with the anus. So here, what is this? This is the ectoderm. What is it? Ectoderm. Then this is what? Endoderm. Out. This is the ectoderm and this is the endoderm. And here, whatever the layer which is formed, mesoderm, it is going to adjoin with the ectoderm only. It is going to adjoin with the ectoderm only. And hence, this kind of coelom is considered as pseudocoelomata. Pseudocoelomata phylum, Ashhelminthes or Nematoda, right? So this is the ectoderm, which we are going to see here. And this is the primary body cavity or the blastocele, which is going to be present here also, because since what happened here, the mesoderm which is found here, it is not lined with the endoderm. Therefore, these cavities, these such kind of coelom is called as pseudocoelomata.